My business is all about showcasing to the world that you don't need to harm animals for fashion accessories.
In the den, Laura's products have already been clocked.
Time is running out.
Watch and learn.
But while the dragons are preoccupied with their puns, the entrepreneur is focused solely on her sums.
I used to be top of the times table board at school, so we'll see come 30 years later if I can still get that A grade with my numbers.
It's time for the entrepreneur to come in.
Hello Dragons, I'm Laura Way and I'm the founder of VOTCH, the cruelty-free watch and accessories company. I launched VOTCH having suffered a debilitating skin condition called topical steroid withdrawal. It was an illness that saw me lose my skin from my entire body. I used to have to lay in the bathtub for up to 21 hours a day, and this went for months on end. I spent many hours watching documentaries and around subjects that I felt passionate about, one being animal welfare. I learnt facts about the leather industry that truly shocked and saddened me. Having felt the pain of losing my own skin, I vowed to never wear the skin of another being again. The idea for VOTCH was born, the cruelty-free watch and accessories company. We work with a range of innovative materials, such as Pinatex, a byproduct from the pineapple harvest. Sorry, it's quite emotional for me.
You're doing well. You're doing well.
I'm here today seeking £100,000 in exchange for 10% of the company. I had that so well rehearsed. It's the picture, it gets me every time.
You did great.
Animal skin-free watches and handbags are the offering from Laura Way, who's seeking a £100,000 investment in return for a 10% share in her range of ethically made timepieces and accessories.
We've also just started making straps compatible with Apple Watches made from apple leather.
Nice packaging.
Thank you very much.
Peter Jones is first with the questions, and he's quick to congratulate the entrepreneur on successfully navigating an emotionally charged pitch.
Laura, well done for getting through that.
Thank you.
It's quite a backstory, actually, which is quite empowering, so well done.
Thank you.
My first immediate impression, the product itself does look amazing. It's actually a better strap than what I've got on. So I get the strap, but tell me about the actual watch itself.
Yeah.
Is there anything really special about the actual watch?
At the moment, they are quartz watches, so there's nothing particularly uniquely special about.
Yeah.
We're not reinventing the wheel.
What about any level of smart tech or?
There's no smart tech. Our customer base very much still likes the classic timepieces and don't necessarily want something that overcomplicates the elementary task of telling time. But I know obviously the smartwatch market is expanding massively, which is why we did Apple straps.
Do Apple offer a vegan strap?
No.
At all?
No.
Can you get a plastic strap for Apple?
Yeah.
That's vegan.
Oh. But it doesn't look nice, though, does it?
It doesn't look nice, but that wasn't quite the answer to that particular question.
There's a lot of Apple products, cases, they're all vegan. So what comes across for me is these are the type of things that you can quite easily purchase in China, put a brand on something that is widely available, and attach a strap, if I want to really go down to the simplification of it.
Yeah.
So the reason to buy this watch is what I'm struggling with at the moment.
Bad times for Laura, as the dragons wonder whether she's trying to fill a gap in the market that's already being plugged. And now, Stephen Bartlett wants to establish exactly how many customers crave her cruelty-free chronometers.
Could you take us back historically and show us the sales performance over the previous 3 years?
Yeah, of course. In 2018, we took £163,000 and our net was £48,000. 2019, I took £136,000, £67,000 net. Our year just gone.
2020?
Yeah, 184. And a net of 33.
OK, what do you forecast for the future?
So our ambition moving forward, by the end of year 3, we're looking at taking 1.7 million.
So if I look back over the last 3-4 years, we've kind of hovered within 50k of 200k
Yes.
across those years.
Yeah.
What I'm being told as we go forward is that we're going to get up to almost 2 million in revenue in 3 years' time. I always say, you know, the best predictor of the future is the past.
Yeah.
So what is it that changes strategically?
I think lots has changed over the last year. In terms of those previous years, I didn't have that time to be able to grow the business as I wanted to, but now I feel ready to push this forward. Last year, we appointed a digital agency where we are starting to increase spend into online and digital advertising. We were listed as Vogue's #4 watch to buy at Christmas. I feel ready to push this to buyers, to sellers, so we're just ready to grow.
Laura remains confident that she's a horologist whose hour has come. But Sarah Davies wants to understand more about the precise mechanics behind her business.
So, if I just take this watch here that I'm wearing, can you just walk me through the margins, cost price, what that retails at?
Yeah, of course. So each unit costs us about £15 to make, and we're selling for 120.
And the bags are the other area?
Yeah.
Buy and sell at what?
We buy the bags at £40.
So buy them at 40 and you sell them at?
They're on sale at 135. But being completely honest with you, I'm not sure if accessories is what we would strategically move forward with.
So what was the motivation to start to expand into bags then?
People love the brand and the story and were saying to us, can you introduce new products? So we just tested a small amount of bags.
See, so that is at odds for me with the rest of the story you've told.
Yeah.
Because the picture that you're painting is you've squandered time chasing a rainbow that wasn't correctly thought through, strategised, work out the commercial return on it. That's really worrying for me.
I think, putting my hands up completely, I think I was so driven and determined to push out our kind of next range and just expand the brand that it was a mistake from my end.
I'm struggling to see the scalability in it. You know, I look and I think nothing's fundamentally changed in the last few years that would significantly impact the sales.
Okay.
I think having an investor on board, even having a dragon on board, we can't make it light up. We can just support you to make it light up.
Okay.
And I don't believe you're going to be able to do that, so I can't invest in that amount.
Thank you, Sarah. That's right. Thank you.
Disappointment for Laura as a first dragon declines the deal. Will social media big hitter Stephen Bartlett be prepared to swap pay-per-clicks for vegan-friendly ticks?
Laura, I actually think it's really, really classy.
Thank you.
And this branding, and I thought, oh my God, this is so cool, so impressive. It's so timeless. And then VOTCH, vegan watch, and then I turned to the side and it says, kindness is timeless. Oh, you had me. I think it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
However, every time I log into Facebook, I see watches that look like this targeted at me. And you would have seen this too. It's not necessarily unique. And then I looked at your numbers and I think, well, there's been no growth historically. And as much as I love you, I think you're amazing. I'm not saying that to make you smile. But I don't love the numbers and I don't love the growth. So for that reason, I'm out.
All right. Thank you anyway.
Laura, I'm full of admiration, so that's a wonderful thing. And yet, to differentiate in a very, very competitive world, and particularly in the watch world, I think there's going to have to be a little bit more. This isn't an investment at this stage for me, so I'm going to politely say I'm out.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Laura, I should be a natural investor for you. There was a hint in the word should. But I just don't see the scale of the business that you do. I think you've done a lovely job here.
Thank you very much.
And I really, really wish you all the best. But I'm afraid, Laura, I won't be investing. I'm out.
3 more dragons have bowed out. Only one now remains. So will the den's fashion giant be willing to invest £100,000 and some precious Tuka time into Laura's business?
How old is your average customer?
Between 25 and 34.
Right, so quite young. Because in a way, the watch is quite classic. And I would have thought that within that collection, you would have had a much more fun colour. It's a bit like going back to Swatch, where they came on the scene with lots of different interchangeable colours. You know, you're good.
Thank you.
I mean, I could open all the doors for you. I know I can. And you've sure got a story. However, the actual overall product for your age bracket does not excite me. I've got to believe in the product.
Okay.
You know? So on that basis, I'm not going to invest, and I'm out.
Thank you anyway. Thank you.
Thanks,
Good luck,
Laura.
Laura. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sadly for Laura, she must head back down to the ground floor empty-handed. Though the accessories entrepreneur isn't getting too wound up by her failure to clasp a dragon's cash.
They love the product, and I guess that's the best thing I could have heard, really.
Well, I definitely think she's one to VOTCH.
I like it.